Alright guys, it's Bo Abel here with BSG, Blue Sands Group, and today we're going to talk a little bit about URL structures. Some people don't think this is important, but it's very important because it's the first thing that Google and the search engines see when they're crawling your sites. First off, a lot of people have the question, www or just choose BSG, just your website without the www. And they ask the question, which one should you use, which one is better? It actually doesn't matter. If you actually do a site search for either one of these, like say you do site www.choosebsg.com, and it has all of your website, or actually all of your URLs with the meta and everything, this is the one that you want to use. So if you have a couple of URLs in your site that are without this, then you want to redirect everything so that it shows www.choosebsg.com with a www. If it's the other way around, you could redirect to just without that. And you could actually fix this in Webmaster Tools too, the site console, or the search console in Webmaster Tools. And that'll choose which one Webmaster sees over the other one. And then that'll make your website uniform so that whenever anyone searches, it'll choose one of these and it won't get confused, as Google usually sometimes never does. And then outside of that, let's talk about like the length of your URL. If you ever have your site and it has a URL with any funny characters and then a backslash and then the name of the page that you're on, that's not good. You want to actually be able to keep this as short as possible. These don't mean anything to Google, the numbers and all that stuff, so you always want, say if you have a blog, you always want the title of your blog within the URL, so that way the search and the crawlers know exactly what they're looking for and that the content is relevant inside your story and your articles. So instead of this, you want to have this right here. So your URL plus whatever it is, your article's name, best SEO practices. Now you don't want to slash too much. The more slashes that you have, the worse it is, and the less points you get for SEO. Another great thing that you guys should take into account is if you are trying to separate these. Either a hyphen or an underscore, right? You want to use the underscore. So best SEO practices instead of the hyphen, because the search engines see this as a space. They see that as a character. So if you're going to space it out, always use the underscores, because that works out best for Google because it sees it as a space, and it'll actually take these as individual keywords for you guys. And that's basic URL structure. These are some of the simplest things that you could do when optimizing your website for search engines, and it's something that I like to do all the time, and it makes it look really neat too. Alright, that's it kiddos, and I'm Bo Abel with Blue Sands Group, choosebsg.com. See you guys later.